Mr. Anderson. That has to be one of the greatest lines ever delivered in a film, and I'm keeping these shades on, so let's do this.
But if you close your eyes,
The Matrix. So The Matrix is a movie that is created by the Wachowski brothers, or sisters, siblings, whatever you want to call them. So the story of The Matrix is that there's this guy, Neo, who believes that the world is not correct. There is something wrong with the world, but he doesn't know exactly what it is. And he's curious to find out what exactly that is. So he then happens to run into this guy, Morpheus, who then phones him and tries to get him out of a building where he works, which doesn't work, and he meets this guy, who is, without a doubt, one of the greatest villains in the entire of the movie world. You literally think of a great villain, you think of this guy, Agent Smith. Hugo Weaving absolutely delivers an awesome performance with this character. He is so badass, so cool. Oh my god, I love this guy. So afterwards, Neo escapes Agent Smith and his bodyguards, and then he is then taken in by Morpheus, who tells him that there is something wrong with the world. You are correct. Do you want to know what that is? And then Morpheus gives him the choice of the red pill or the blue pill. Neo then chooses, and then after finding out what the Matrix is, he is then also told that apparently he is the one who is going to bring balance to the Matrix and the world. And then it's pretty much an entire story about Neo trying to become the one, really. Now, exactly what do I think of this movie? Is this movie awesome? Yes. This movie is not just awesome, it's fucking awesome. That's right. The swear word included. Because seriously, this movie has literally got everything that you want out of a great movie. I mean, let alone the fantastic bad guy. You've got brilliant acting from literally everybody. Everybody plays their part so well in this movie, whether that be Neo or Morpheus or Trinity. Accompanied that with awesome action, and I mean really kick-ass kung fu shit going down. It is so cool to watch. You are going to be entertained throughout most of this film, I guarantee you that. And then also accompany that with some really kick-ass music as well, like Club to Death when the woman in red is walking past Neo. And then you also got that really kick-ass training sequence with Neo and Morpheus, and that music also comes on. Yeah, the music is pretty badass in this movie. But the one thing that I will always stick with, that I think will always grasp me with The Matrix, is the story of The Matrix. Like, what is The Matrix? What does it do? What is this world that we are being presented with? Because honestly, this movie is so interesting. The Wachowski siblings take this movie and make it into one of the greatest movies of all time because it is so interesting of a story. It actually almost inspires me as a movie fan, because that's the thing that I love about this story, is if anyone in the early 90s went up to you, like in a bar or just to hang out, and basically said to you, hey, I've got an absolutely awesome idea for a movie, right? Yeah, go on then, what is it? Okay, how about a movie where this entire world that we live in right now, this reality that we so perceive, is actually not real. It's actually just a dream world. But in the real world, machines are actually trying to harvest our electrical energy to survive. That's the real world. Oh right, okay, yeah, interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna go over here now. I'll catch you later. Because that's what I love about this story, is the fact that this story is so far over the top. It is so unbelievable, but it is told in such a way that it is actually believable at the same time. It's told so well, it's told so simply that I'm like, this could be easily believable. I could honestly actually believe this. I mean, for fuck's sake, there are even cult followings that actually believe that the Matrix is real. It is told in such a good way that people think it's real. That's how good this story is. Now, this movie is truly epic beyond proportion, but I just want to get out there that it's not a perfect movie at all. Because there's one thing that actually really pisses me off about this movie, which is the end of the third act. You know, Neo gets shot by Agent Smith and, you know, everybody's thinking that he's dead. The ship is being raided by these weird machines trying to kill him. So at the end of the third act, Trinity says to his dead body in the real world, Neo, I love you. Please come back, and blah blah blah, all that kind of shit. And then she kisses him, and then he just comes back, because, I don't know, the power of bonus is stronger, I guess? I really didn't like that scene. I thought that just got a bit too Hollywood for me. Seriously, I would have much preferred it if they did something similar to another movie that also did something like that. Now, this is a weird fucking reference, okay? But just bear with me, okay? I'm gonna reference Transformers Revenge of the Fallen for a minute. Now, I will agree, it's a pretty shit movie, there's no question about that whatsoever. However, just like The Matrix, Sam Witwicky has lying on the ground and Michaela is, you know, going, please get up, I love you, I want you to come back and all this shit. But then Sam Witwicky is then brought over to this weird, I don't know, like a prime heaven for some reason. I'm not gonna argue, that is really fucking stupid. It's a really dumb scene. It really just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But the thing is with The Matrix is that is actually what I'm kind of looking for. You know, not to that extent, because that's fucking stupid, but something similar to it. You know, instead of Trinity just kissing him and then he comes back, I would have loved to have seen a bit where maybe something is happening within the transition of the cords being linked to the real world and the Matrix, and something is happening to his body or his mind or something. That would have been really kick-ass. I would have loved to have seen that, but unfortunately we're just left with the same old bullshit Hollywood stuff. But other than that, guys, this movie is nearly perfect. It's kick-ass, it's really interesting, it's so cool. It's a movie that is regarded as one of the greatest movies of all time, one of the greatest pop culture classics of all time, and rightfully so in my opinion. I will say that The Matrix is a movie that I'm going to be keeping and I'm going to be putting on the top shelf. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you will enjoy more videos that is to come on this channel. If you've got any questions or any opinions that you want to express for yourselves, leave a comment down below, and I guarantee you I will contact you straight away. But for now, guys, I will see you in the future.